Okay, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to discuss full breadth behavior. So what I mean by that, and this is the breakdown of DISC. You remember we mentioned in a couple of videos prior to this one, we talked about DISC. So this here is what DISC stands for those that don't know. So D is for dominance, so relating to control, power and assertiveness. I is for influence, which is relating to social situations and communication. S is for steadiness, relating to patience, persistence and thoughtfulness. And C is for conscientiousness, relating to structure and organisation. Now, people can be a combination of a couple of these, not necessarily just one letter. So, these four dimensions can be grouped in a grid with D and I sharing the top row and representing extroverted aspects of the personality, and C and S below representing introverted aspects. Now, D and C then share the left column and represent task force focused aspects, and I and S share the right column and represent social aspects. Now, in the next slide, I'll show you the image that represents what I'm just talking about. So in this matrix, the vertical dimension represents a factor of assertive or passive, while the horizontal represents open and guarded, versus guarded. So as you can see here, you've got the four letters: dominance, influence, conscientiousness and steadiness. And it then tells you around the side what I've just discussed and where they sit on this grid. Okay, now dominance. These are people who score high in the intensity of the D styles factor. They are very active in dealing with problems and challenges, while low D scores are people who want to do more research before committing to a decision. High D people are described as demanding, forceful, egocentric, strong-willed, driving, determined, ambitious, aggressive and pioneering. Low D scores describe those who are conservative, low-keyed, cooperative, calculating, undemanding, cautious, mild, agreeable, modest and peaceful. Okay, so influence. People with high I scores influence others through talking and activity and tend to be emotional. They are described as convincing, magnetic, political, enthusiastic, persuasive, warm, demonstrative, trusting and optimistic. Those with low I scores influence more by data and facts and not with feelings. They are described as reflective, factual, calculating, skeptical, logical, suspicious, matter-of-fact, pessimistic and critical. Steadiness. People with high S styles scores want a steady pace, security and do not like sudden change. A low S intensity score are those who like change and variety. High S persons are calm, relaxed, patient, possessive, predictable, deliberate, stable, consistent and tend to be unemotional and poker-faced. People with low S scores are described as restless, demonstrative, impatient, eager or even impulsive. Conscientiousness. Persons with high C styles adhere to rules, regulations and structure. They like to do quality work and do it right the first time. High C people are careful, cautious, exacting, neat, systematic, diplomatic, accurate and tactful. Those with low C scores challenge the rules and want independence and are described as self-willed, stubborn, opinionated, unsystematic, arbitrary and careless with details. So if you take a look at all those, when you're actually dealing with someone, whether it be in a business proposition or even when it comes to writing, if you know who your audience is and you can go through all those letters and see what type of person they are, then if you're targeting your book to a certain your audience, then if say they're a high D, then you would have a look at what high D people are like and what they prefer, and you would write to them. I hope that makes sense. I think it's really, really powerful. So, it's worth looking at. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.